Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for another weekly update. So I have a few things to talk about in this weekly update. We'll get to this in a bit. First things first, scheduling and just things. This week is going to be just a week for me. Um, I don't have any Paper Mario's. I don't have any Mario RPG videos recorded yet, but I do plan on recording at least a few today. This week, hopefully on Wednesday, I'm going to be getting a minor surgical procedure to have. I spoke about this a few times. To have my IV line, central IV. Um, can't really see it, but there's a little dressing over there. But I'm not going to take my shirt off because, unfortunately, I'm not that sexy. But um, I have like a central IV over here that's been there for almost 3 years straight now. It would have been 3 years in June, or yeah, June. That's when I started. June 2013 is when I started the whole chemo everything. So, getting a minor surgical procedure to get it removed and replaced with one that instead of being above the skin is underneath the skin, which what it's going to do, it's going to let me be able to like take showers again and bathe and get wet and go swimming and things like that. So the reason why I haven't had that since then, I haven't had one of those installed till now, was because we weren't sure whether or not I would have to switch to some sort of chemo that would require IV usage. But at this point, the only thing I'm using it for is drawing blood, and you can do that with the one that's under the skin also. Um, and This is because of the results of the PET scan a few weeks ago, just showing that I'm going to be staying on my current medication, which is all oral, so I really don't need that. Uh, so, um, and at the same time, I'm also getting a bone marrow biopsy, so it's gonna be fun. So it's not like a big thing, but they're still inserting. That I'm gonna be put under. I'm obviously gonna be under sedation, um, and they're going to be taking things in and out of major blood vessels, my aorta or things like that. So it's still slightly scary, and every time I go under, I always ask people to just keep me in mind to be able to wake up again and have nothing go wrong, because even if something is a minor medical procedure, there's still room for error, although the doctors that I have are pretty awesome. So on Wednesday, if you could just keep me in mind to return to you guys, I would be extremely grateful. I'm going to try, and tomorrow I'm going to be meeting with the doctors and actually getting that set up. And Wednesday is the procedure, Wednesday morning, and then Thursday I'm going to be seeing my doctor again. So it's going to be a busy week for me there. I'm going to try to get Mario RPGs ready. If I can't get Mario RPG out this week, I might start uploading the Undertale stream that I did a while ago, because I have a lot of episodes worth of that, so I might as well just put something up for you guys. So there's that. Yeah, so that's that. Now, what I've been talking about last week and leading up to this, Thursday I went to MAGFest. I was actually able to go, and it was like the craziest experience for me. I can't talk about, like, I can't express how awesome it was. I mean, what I essentially did was sit on a floor for like 3 hours and then walk around with people after that. And I played like one or two games, but like that's a horrible summation of what it was. So I'm just gonna take you guys right through it. Try to remember it bit by bit. But my dad and I drove down to National Harbor, which is about 3 hours away. Um, just because religious stuff and the health reasons and things, I really couldn't stay in the hotel all weekend. So Thursday was the only day we could do it. So we drove down, because it's really not. I mean, 3 hours is 3 hours, but it's not like 5 hours, which is how far away Boston is from us. So is also we were able to buy tickets at the door, so it's good for us. But yeah, so we got there, And like the second we walked in, we actually walked in with Nintendo Capri Sun. So uh, so was able to just go around to like, oh, Nintendo Capri Sun, hi. My name's Dovey. I brought with me the picture that Christy drew. I'll just pull it off here. The one from no, I'm not gonna pull it off there. Let's see if I could just turn my laptop. This picture, the one she drew in last year's PAX East 2015, and I was just like, my friend Yoshi Gamer Girls, she brought this picture, and you guys were very nice to sign it. The past couple of years, you did stuff, and I just want to thank you. So, and I was able to get him to sign a picture that I did. I'll show the stuff that I got at the end. And I got a picture with him. And it was just really cool. I'm like, yes, I ran into him. This is gonna be awesome. I ran into one of the people I'm trying to find the second I walked in. And I was like, okay, awesome. So we got our badges. And unfortunately, my MAGFest badge isn't as cool as like the regular people. Got this with the 4-day pass. Got like a Metroid shaped thing. So I just got the 1-day pass. So they just put a sticker on it. It's like a little Mother Brain type case / Metroid case. But yeah, so it was cool though. I got to wear it all day. So that's something I'm gonna hold on to. So we walked in, and so I had Steven GTJIO. I don't know how to pronounce your username. GTGO? I don't know. Steven. And Cook Me25, Hannah. I had their numbers, so I contacted them and said like, hey, I'm here. Where can I meet you guys? So I ran into Steven and Solar Primal and Lunar Primal in the merchandise booth. So I said hi, hung out with them for a bit, and then Hannah showed up, and so we were walking around for a bit, and then we ran into Proton John like 2 minutes later right outside. So I was just like, yeah, so we're all talking and stuff, and I was just like, oh yeah, my name's Dovey. He's like, oh wow, Dovey. And I was like, yeah, Sephiroth 204. He's like, yeah, I know you. Yeah, it's So we started us telling him like, how all the everything's going with treatment and stuff. And so we were just like talking, and I met Hebrew Lantern, David. It was another really cool guy, and so we were just talking for a bit, and then I wanted to see if Lucagen wasn't there because she was, I guess, resting or whatever. But then as we were all talking, she showed up, so that was really cool. And then so I got a picture with Proton John, and I also got him. I brought my copy of Bomberman Act Zero, and I got him to sign that. I brought him the other thing to sign, the picture to sign, and he was like, "Oh yeah, awesome." And I'm like, "I have one more thing for you to sign." I pull it out, and he just looks at it. Oh Jesus! I'm like, I was going to bring my copy of Superman 64, but I felt that would be a little bit too much. A little bit too much, and I was gonna wear my my Proton John Eggheads shirt, but I opted for that slime one that I have, the blue one with all the little like Dragon Quest slimes as different other characters. But I told them like I was gonna bring my Egghead shirt, but I felt it was overkill there. But so he went back. He was in the middle of returning stuff to his room, so he went back to his room. But I got to talk to him for a few minutes, which was really cool. And I think Hannah went to get some food, and Solar Primal and Steven and Lunar Primal I think went off to get some food also. So Lucagen, Hebrew Lantern, and myself, Lucagen was carrying her Omnicord, which is an awesome instrument. So the three of us went to find somewhere to sit down. I'm very happy that she wasn't just like, why are you following me? But I introduced myself. I said, oh, I'm Dovey. I think I had her sign the picture while we were standing there also. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I recognize that. I recognize you." And I'm like, so the three of us went and sat down in one of the hallways next to like this water cooler, and just by an outlet so she could plug the Omnicord in. And so she was playing it was just the three of us sitting there for a while, and so she was like playing the songs that she sometimes does on stream, like Steven Universe theme, I guess, and the Giant Woman song. You know, all I wanna do is see you turn into a giant woman, giant woman. All I wanna be, and see it, a giant woman. You know, so doing that, and it's just like, what else should we? Hey, never gonna give you up. So we start singing Rick Astley. We start saying never gonna give you up, and it's just like never gonna give you. And the three of us were all singing never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and hurt you. Never gonna say good. I'm never gonna tell a lie. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna. No. Never gonna. I had it before. I was able to sing it right. I was able to sing it right when we were there, which is funny. I remembered all the lyrics at the time. And then a few other people, like Villain and some other people, came and sat down. So they started figuring out other songs to do. We settled after doing some more Steven Universe. We settled on TikTok by Kesha. Wake up in the morning, feeling. I think that's TikTok. Feeling like P Diddy. Oh god, it was so. And I was like sitting there. I was like, this is the best. And so we were there for a while, and then like as we were there, Chugga Conroy and Massey, Emil and Massey, sit down right next to me, like where Chester and Sushi are. That's where Chugga Conroy was, and they just sit down and just start having conversations with us and me, and I'm just like when I see these people like the persona of the Runaway Guys and Luca and Massey online, and like sometimes you have like if somebody's persona online is different than how they are in person. Either they're more introverted or extroverted or whatever, but like I was so happy that the people that they are in their videos and in the Runaway Guy recordings and on the streams, that's the people that they are actually like just nice people. And Chugga Conroy is awkward as anything. He reminds me of my friend Harold. Harold, if you're watching this, you reminded me, or you were reminiscent of a guy that has over 1 million subscribers. So just keep that in mind, Harold. But it was great, like, and not the awkward thing, Harold. Don't connect those two. It's just a very similar personality. It's just a very happy, outgoing type of active person. But it's like Chugga Conroy is like sitting down. So he's playing on his 3DS, and I was actually able to get both his and Massey's and Nintendo Capri Sun Street Passes. Proton John, I assume he had a 3DS on him, but he and Luca weren't checking this stuff because Luca was too busy playing an Omnicord. Shakes my head, but Massey and Chugga were doing the Street Pass thing. And so Chugga Conroy was like doing Street Pass, like, yeah, I ran into someone else who has Fire Emblem Fates. And so it came out on Friday, but this was Thursday, so he is like, it's like, he's talking about the advanced copy that he had, the advanced copy that he got. So I was jealous. So I was like, so how is it? He's like, it's really good. It's like, how is it compared to Awakening? It's like so much better. It started going into this whole thing about how they made the battle system, like scenes look better and more like real time, and like when it zooms into the characters instead of showing like a separate battle scene, and you can see your other units in the background, where they are on the actual map, and like landmarks of the map and things like that. And so we're just like talking about it for a few minutes, and then I introduced myself and I said I'm Dovey, and he's like, oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I remember you. Mr. Waterwraith mentioned you a few times, and I showed him a picture, and he's like, yeah, this is awesome. So we were talking about about how I was doing with the treatment and stuff also. And he was telling me his mother like worked with like in a hospital, so we were talking about late late or not end stage but late stage cancer uh, treatment, because I was like, I'm doing well enough to be here, but I still got a ways to go. So he's like, yeah, I understand. I know stuff like I know about stuff like that. So like we were talking about that, and I was just like, wow, like he just sits down and he's having a conversation with some random guy, and I mean it helps that I was identifiable to him, but yeah, he's Chugga Khan. Sugar. So he had Fire Emblem Fates. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm almost at 20,000 street passes." I'm just like, I also like his hobby is eating well. So yeah, it was just really really cool. And here's say, um, so that's really nice. Almost 14,000. Uh, so it was just really cool just to be able to like have a conversation with the guy, and like it's not like he was like, oh yeah, he just got up and left. It was like just sat there, and then when we were doing the singing, he's just started going, I don't know the words, I don't know the words. It was like the type of stuff he would be doing in the Runaway Guys. So once again, it's just like not an act. That's his natural personality. And like later, we had moved to a different spot because this drunk guy was bothering Luca, and so he and Misei were walking around, and like I just look down the hallway, and Misei's just walking, and Chug is just like prancing up and down like that, just prancing around, and they don't have anyone following them. Like he's not making an act for somebody. So I just thought that was funny. Also, here's Nintendo Capri Sun. Yay! He's cool. So yeah, and I got a lot of street passes. Oh my god, it just kept filling up. I brought all my 3DSs with me, but I really only updated like 2 of them because otherwise that would have taken all my time. But wow. So yeah, so I spent a lot of time just with Lucajin, and like a few other people showed up, Tom Fox and CDI Games, and I saw the Juker. I didn't get to introduce myself to him, but it was just really really nice just being able to sit and sing with like a group of people with Lucajin for a while, and I got to sit next to Chuck Conroy and talk to him, and like it was really weird because I hear these people in their videos a lot. I watch Chugga and Lucajin and Proton John and Misei and Tanuka Priest. I watch like almost all of their stuff, so I just hear their voices, and seeing like them talk and seeing the person there talking, it's like it's the exact same voice, but it's coming out of a human now, and it's really weird psychologically. So yeah, so we're sitting there for a while, and then so she actually got tired and went back to her room for a little while. I guess she was looking for Proton John also, but she wanted to put the Omnicord away. So I was walking around for a bit, and I went to the merchandise booth, and I bought myself a Power Glove because this was one of my dreams for so many years, and it's so bad. The only thing with the Power Glove is that it has like a little foam here, like on the inside. Can't really see it, but it has foam on the inside. And since this thing is really really old at this point, the foam is all crumbly. So like my arm, when I take this off, my arm is just gonna be black. It's so bad. But yeah, you have the glove over here, a little strap, the little sensors. I didn't get the bar with it because I don't have an NES to use it. I literally bought this just to be able to wear it. Maybe one day I'll get the bar, but it's, this controller port, and just the back of it, it's an NES controller. You have the D-pad, A and B, start and select, and the number pad here, and you're supposed to play games like that. I guess, moving your arm around, but like, who thought this was a good idea? I know, like, better people than me have complained about the Power Glove, but this is one of the dumbest controller ideas ever. But it's comfortable as hell, and it looks so cool. And it's still like, you know, it's obviously you can see it's not the best. I cleaned it off a little bit, but it's still, you know, it still needs a little bit of cleaning on top by the knuckles, Power Glove and knuckles. But overall, it's in good condition. It still, you know, bends and stretches. There aren't any cracks in the rubber, which is really fantastic, and it's pretty movable. And just in general, it was well made, and like I said, it's comfortable. The fabric is comfortable. You know, it fits a large hand. I have large hands, guys. I am a big person. It was also funny seeing all the pictures. I got a picture of like Luke and Chuck Conroy and Miss A and everybody. Um, I was taller than all of them. The only person that was almost as tall as me was Steven. Um, I guess David was also pretty tall. But like Nintendo Capri Sun, I thought was a tall guy. He's like up to here on me. If you want to see the pictures, I posted them all on Twitter. Um, I think Hannah took a picture with me, but she has that, not me. So hopefully I'll be able to get that from her. But also, while we were sitting down, I met Master Starman, who's awesome guy, viewer type of person. I was able to meet. We were talking before and making sure that like we would actually be able to find each other. So that was pretty cool. It's very nice to see somebody else, you know, not just like the big people, but like regular people too, like me. Just one of those regular people. And I also got this adorable Tyranitar keychain. Someone was selling like cute Pokemon as keychains, and this Tyranitar, I was just like, oh man, they have Pokemon. They have all the Tyranitar. So yeah, that was really good. It's just the most adorable thing. So yeah, I just really bought this and that. I should have gotten more, honestly. They had Play Arts Kais, like the ones that aren't sold anymore. And now they had Barrett, Red 13, Yuffie, Cloud, and somebody else. They didn't have Vincent. They didn't have, it was another male character. I don't remember. Wow. Maybe it was Rufus. Um, and Rufus Shinra. And the Cloud one was like $200, so I didn't get that. But I am very much regretting not getting the Red 13 Play Art Sky, because that would have been cool. I was gonna get the Yuffie also, but I regret very much. I wanted to save my money just in case I found something better. But yeah, I regret that. So I was walking around for a bit, just not like on my own, checking out like the different areas, and then I met back up with Hannah and her boyfriend John, who's not John Proton John, but a different John. There's lots of Johns I've noticed. That seems to be an internet thing, but he's one of the mods on John's streams, I think. Pretty sure. Or something, but anyway, but yeah, so we were walking around for a bit, and just like through the arcade stuff. I have a video in the MAGFest vlog. The MAGFest vlog is going to go up later today. I didn't really take many pictures or record much because I was really focusing on actually spending time with people. It probably would have been better if I had been spending like time over the weekend. I probably would have wanted to take more video or whatever, but here I was trying not to be like that creeper guy. Although at one point I turned to a creeper guy and I stalk Nintendo Capri Sun. But mostly it's just I was just spending time with people. So I was walking around with them in the arcade room, and then we looked at some merchandise stuff and ran into Proton John again. That was nice. Like just like hi, but it's like one of those. He looked at me. He's like, "Oh hey." So I don't know. It feels weird to be on a site basis with somebody. I'm a person that very much values like any connection to anybody. If you've ever noticed me on like Twitter or videos or whatever, like this isn't me, like it's partially me being a fanboy. I'm gonna be level with you. It's partially me being a fanboy, but I'm also very I treasure like any connection to any human being I've ever made. Like treasure it very, very, very high up. And like any little interaction with anybody that I know or anybody that I look up to is like the craziest thing. Like if any of the Runaway guys like retweet anything, or Lucajin, who I've gotten a lot of retweets from her actually in the past few months. So yay. Um, and or like people like Cuddle to Death, or any of that, like any interaction, it's like blows my mind. Like thank you for taking the time to like even look my way, you know. But yeah, so we were walking around and we went to the indie booth and we played this game that was like soccer with like little like rocket things, and we had to like get a ball that was orbiting around these planets, and all the planets have like little gravitational things, and it was like two person teams, and it was kind of like a foosball arcade thing, but you didn't have like multiple people. It's just a flat tabletop thing. It's gonna be really hard to explain. I forgot what the game is called, but like you have to like try to maneuver in like a space type thing, so you're like flying all over the place and try to shoot the ball and not get it caught in the gravity, and if somebody hits you they steal the ball, and it was a whole thing. I got 1 point and they won. John and Hannah won. I don't know the name of the guy that was with us, the fourth guy, and I feel really bad about that, but he was really cool. Hannah, if you're watching this, maybe if you're watching this, let me know what his name was. But yeah, so we were hanging out there for a bit, and then we went into the game. Like there's a like free play console area, which is just consoles and lots of Rock Band. John loves Rock Band apparently. That John. So so we were doing that. I was watching them play that, and they were playing some sort of probably Call of Duty zombie type thing, zombie Nazi thing. And we're just walking around. I wasn't really doing much because I'm the type of person that likes to just like exist in the same realm as somebody else, and like that's perfectly fine with me. I don't get bored of like just sitting in the room with somebody. That's like, that's already the pinnacle of my experience. And if we happen to play video games, or if we happen to talk or whatever, like that's above and beyond the pinnacle. But like I'm perfectly fine with just sitting somewhere for hours, not saying or doing anything. But yeah, so like I was perfectly happy just following him around for a bit. And then it started getting late. I had to head home because it was a 3-hour drive. So we went out. We said goodbye, and I showed them the Power Glove, and we drove back. So, yeah. Also, we ran into Chuck Conroy Missay again, and he was talking about how some guy, he was playing, I guess, Fire Emblem Awakening, and he was he was using Crom against like a regular enemy who had a 2% crit chance and got a crit that killed 19 damage, killed Crom. So I don't know, he was just talking to someone else, but it's just like a conversation with somebody. I'm just like, that's cool. I don't know. I find it really cool when like, people I look up to are able to just like go to something like this where they're obviously going to have like Chuck Conroy for a long time like had people just following him around. Not the whole time because it was, the first day, so less people were there and stuff like that. But they just like, they were just like people that were there, not like, a main attraction type of thing, They were just like, oh, hey, how you doing? Talking to people and meeting with friends and stuff. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool to say. But the important thing is I was able to go. I met people. I met friends. And I got to spend time with the people and the friends, and maybe the people that might become friends one day. Who knows? But I brought a picture here and got people to sign. It's Steven, Solar Primal, Lunar Primal, Hannah, and Hebrew Lantern, and Master Starman there. So it was really cool to meet them. I got them, pretty much everyone that I actually met, I got to sign something. And I brought this picture with Sephiroth running to the goal. I like Chibi Sephiroth there. He's kind of cute. But yeah, Nintendo Capri Sun wrote, "May the gods of Kohiro be with you, victorious." So he drew a little Kohiro there. Proton John there's Don't Stop Running, and Missei and Chug Conroy, keep running, just keep swimming, and Luca Jin. So that's gonna go up on the wall, and yeah, so that was me talking about MAGFest for 20 minutes. Like I said, the vlog, it's gonna be short, but the vlog's gonna go up later today. It was like the best experience. I was so happy just to be able to meet all these people and hang out with Luca Jin and Hebrew Lantern, Hannah for a while. Like actually spend time with people that I've only seen online or I'm just friends with online. Just put a face to them. I got hugs and a head pat, which is nice because I don't know. I don't see many people in my actual life here except for my like close family. So I don't have much physical interaction with anybody. So it's nice to just get a hug from somebody, you know? Like get a hug from somebody that is a friend. And it's cool. It's really nice. And I hope to be able to do something like this again, maybe for an extended period of time next time. Maybe actually go to a Throwing Controllers panel. I heard that Steven was on it last night, and he got 3 answers. He was like the winner for most of it, except for the last person got more than him, so got the grand prize. But he got a Metathon poster, which is cool. There was a lot of cool cosplay there also. This is one guy who was like dressed as Wario covered in Zubats. I've seen pictures of him online, but it was just cool seeing everyone was like, it's the Zubat guy. But yeah, so also before I forget, just other stuff that I got this past week. I picked up this, it was like a free thing on the table. It's stickers from, I guess, one of the venues. It's weird stuff. Obviously the Power Glove. Once again, Bomberman Act Zero signed by Proton John. You know how valuable that thing is now? And Yoshi Gamer Girl had sent me a package that arrived yesterday with... I've been trading her amiibo cards. Also, before I forget, I traded amiibo cards with Hannah, and I got a DJKK card. Yay! I wanted to trade with Missei because she had like a giant stack, but I didn't want to interrupt her conversation. So I wanted to see if she had Kurt or Freya, but alas, I only had a few cards with me that were extras, so I don't think I really would have been able to trade anything worthwhile regardless. She probably had everything that I did. But Yoshi Gamer Girl sent me some cards that I traded with her, and also some Pokemon cards, like like League codes, and Poppy, and Gigi, or Geeky. I think it's Gigi. Creepy Esper. Look at that Esper. It's so creepy, Christy. Why would you do that? A really nice, like, sparkly League Crocorock. You can't really see it because there's not much light right now. An adorable little Gibble. I call them Gibbles. Another League code thing. Chikorita that thinks that it's actually a Fennekin. No, it's not, but it's like a portal in the ground or something. So that's pretty interesting. And a couple more code cards. Also some toys. From more toys from McDonald's. There's a Mega Latios, maybe? Latios? Yeah, Mega Latios that shoots thing out of its mouth. And a little posable Rayquaza that has like a little button on its fingers. So that's really adorable. Just, it's bendable and posable and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And a picture of Shadow, the Weavile from Diamond and Pearl versus. Shadow is right there. But yeah, so a picture of Shadow, hashtag Thug Life. So thank you so much for the picture. This is going to have to go up too. But yeah, so all that's gonna go up. So once again, if you're watching this and I saw you at MAGFest, you are awesome. Thank you so much for just like seeing me, spending a little time, saying hi, whatever. But yeah, for the rest of you people, don't think that you're off the hook. I will show up at another con eventually, and we will meet, and you will be there too, hopefully. I mean, that's how the meeting is going to happen. Or I'm going to have to meet you guys at some other venue. But anyway, that's enough for me talking about MAGFest. It was an amazing experience. I'm still not sure that it actually happened. I have to like keep looking at the pictures and videos just to remind myself like I was there. I've never been to a con before, which is why I'm fangasming so much at it. But it was just cool seeing all these people and like saying like, "Hi, my name is Dovey Sephiroth Level 4," and they're like, "Oh wow, yeah, wow, it's awesome to meet you finally." And they're just like, "Yeah, I recognize your name," and that's really cool. It's really cool when someone says like, "Oh yeah, I recognize your name. Like I recognize your name. It's cool to finally meet you." Um, and yeah, so that's gonna do it for this weekly update. I don't want to take this off, but I'm gonna have to. That stinks. And thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all very much for sticking through. Once again, if you can keep me in mind on Wednesday morning to wake up again after the procedure and have it just go smoothly, I'll be very happy. And may the Power Glove be with you. It's been Sephiroth Level 4 with the weekly update. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.